Okay, guys, this is your boy SharePro, and what you're looking at is the files that are run off of Twitter, the Twitter bot. And you'll notice that there's two files, accounts and tweets. In a second, I'll get to the examples. I just threw that in there right now. But what I really want you to focus on is accounts and tweets. And both of them are DAT files, which on most operating systems are not recognized. And so as you can see, they appear as Notepad, and the reason why they appear as Notepad is because if you right-click with your mouse and you select Open With, you have the option of selecting Notepad. And then what you do is you go down to here where it says always use the selected program to open this kind of a file, and you select that as well. And what will happen is that these two files will turn automatically to the Notepad icon, and whenever you double click on them, they will open up with the content that's inside of the file. Now I'm going to first open up accounts, and what you'll see is I've put in Daniel 12345 and another two files, Mick and Sam, and these are just demonstrations. The Daniel is the username. The 12345 is the password. Okay? Now, it's very important for me to demonstrate something to you. It's when you type in username or password, or you copy and you paste them into here. You can paste as many accounts as you'd like. But once you're finished copying and pasting or manually typing the information, before you go to save as or save, you must make sure that you see how that, let's say that I would put a couple of different lines here with no information here. I'm going to click Save. And remember, the cursor is down here. I'm going to open up the, you see how that's empty? An additional, this is the wrong way to do it. You do not do it that way. Go back up here and make sure that it's tightened up. An additional thing that I should mention is that do not add additional spaces next to the username password, specifically because an additional space will be considered for relative to the password as a character key. So again, you must tighten this up and post as is. Now moving on to tweets, I'm going to give the same example. I'm going to go down here and notice the cursor is down there. I'm going to now click Save. Reopen up the bot, and notice that this is down here, but there's no tweets. What that will effectively do is cause Twitter to post messages that are basically blank messages that don't exist, and that will flag your accounts and get you banned, or your accounts banned. So you don't want to be posting non-existent messages or attempting to do so. So we're going to go back up here on the tweets. And again, I can't emphasize enough, do not add extra spaces. Now that we click Save As, to demonstrate this one last time, I'm going to click Twitterbot. And now there's no scroll down bar, and the messages are here. So we've covered how to edit the files. Now the next thing we're going to discuss is the tweets. Now what I like to do, I put in a bunch of basically bullshit text here, but I'm going to give you a Twitter is basically a gold mine for targeted traffic. What you just need to do is know how to get that traffic. Now there's the theory between spammer to marketer, or marketer to spammer. A spammer doesn't give a shit what he posts out there. A marketer will basically, again, with penetrating an online established community, your job is to take the person from established community like Twitter and move them over to your website. Do not try to make the sale on twitter.com. It's not going to happen. You got to bring, and what I mean is that if you really want to, basically, you can say get a free iPod, and then whatever URL link, urllink.com, and you probably get very limited traffic. Again, I know that I get a free iPod. That's a keyword that you obviously want to be ranking for. And one of the great things about Twitter is that everything is targeted specifically because any word or any word that you use inside of your sentence structure is translated as a keyword into the search mechanism of Twitter.com. What that means is that basically, if you type in the word iPod, then you're basically Twitter is an equal opportunity. It has equal opportunity inside of the search mechanism, unlike Google, MSN, and Yahoo, whereas people are use SEO techniques to rank on the search engines. Basically, every new tweet that has a keyword inside of it that somebody is searching for, everybody has equal opportunity to rank for that same keyword. Nevertheless, focusing on good tweets, you really want to challenge somebody's curiosity, and this is what I like to do. I like to use things like, oh my god, is this effing iPod for real? Or what the fuck? Dude, this is a fucking crazy iPod. Or haha. Again, you're in a social community, you want to be social. So basically, then you post the URL link, you bring the traffic over to your website, you make the conversion there. Next. I suggest putting in, wait a minute, before we finish that, I suggest putting in here 50, 60 different sentences that are relative to your online activity. And I would probably play around a little bit with the URL links that you're using. Use 17Q, use Bitly, use different links because people do pay attention to the links that, you don't want to be saturated as spam. Use one or two messages and you basically flood the trends with your messages. What you're doing is essentially, making it very clear to everybody that you're spam. So you want to put a lot of different messages inside of your tweets. But as far as accounts, you only really want to use one, two, or three different accounts to saturate your messages. Now you're probably asking, well, wait a minute, I have 300 accounts. My suggestion is this. Take this file or directory and copy that. Now look at this. Accounts. Actually, I could have done this over here. We're going to go over to the second one, copy of Twitter. Oops, not this. This. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for, we're going to call this ES5. I'm going to call this account Twit and Jam. Okay? We got ES5, Twit, and Jam. And you can see here these twits. And in a second, I'm going to go back to the original Twitter. And I'm going to take, I'm just going to open this. What you notice here, if I just set them up one by one, is that we're using different accounts. And I strongly suggest that you have 50 different tweets in this relative to these three accounts, 50 different tweets in these for these three accounts, as opposed to having 500 accounts that are going after the same tweets, and it'll take that much more time to do it. So again, this is my methods for doing things, and trust me, my methods do work. And another thing is when you're loading this with 300 accounts, it saturates the hell out of it, chokes the machine as opposed to opening up individual sessions. Again, you guys can click here if you'd like to go to the es5.com forums if you have any problems. But you can put up 300 messages very easily, and it will randomly choose and post using them. Guys, enjoy a superior online experience and make some money.